Interview 1.
Welcome to World Perspectives. Today, we have Professor James, an expert in sociology, joining us to talk about the impact of globalization on local cultures. Thank you for joining us, Professor James.
Thank you for having me. It's an important topic that deserves more attention.
Globalization has connected the world in many ways, but how has it affected local cultures?
Globalization has both positive and negative impacts on local cultures. On one hand, it allows people to experience and appreciate different cultures. For example, you can try foods from other countries or learn about their traditions. On the other hand, it can lead to the erosion of local customs and identities. As global brands, media, and trends spread, many local practices and languages have become less common. There's also a risk of cultural homogenization, where everything starts to look the same across the world.
Can you give an example of how globalization has changed local traditions?
One example is in the realm of fashion. In many countries, traditional clothing has been replaced by Western-style clothing. While it's great to have access to a variety of styles, this change sometimes leads to the decline of traditional dress, which is often an important part of a culture's identity. Another example is language. Many younger generations are choosing to speak global languages, such as English or Mandarin, instead of their native languages. This shift can result in the loss of local languages over time.
How do local communities respond to these changes?
Some communities embrace globalization and find ways to integrate it into their culture. For example, they may adopt new technologies or business practices while preserving their traditions. However, other communities are concerned about the loss of their cultural heritage. In response, there are movements to revive traditional customs and languages. Some governments have also stepped in by implementing policies that promote and protect local cultures, such as funding for cultural festivals or language preservation programs.
Do you think globalization will continue to impact local cultures in the future?
Yes, globalization is likely to continue shaping local cultures in the future. However, I believe there will be a balance between global influences and the preservation of local traditions. People are becoming more aware of the importance of cultural diversity and are working to protect their unique heritage while also benefiting from the advantages of globalization.
Interview 2.
Welcome to Sports Talk. Today, we have Mr. Tom, a community sports coach, joining us to discuss the role of sports in building communities. Thank you for being here, Tom.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to talk about this topic because I see the positive effects of sports on communities every day.
How do you think sports help build stronger communities?
Sports are a great way to bring people together. Whether it's a local football match or a community basketball tournament, sports provide an opportunity for people from different backgrounds to come together and interact. This helps build social connections and promotes a sense of belonging. Sports also encourage teamwork, as players need to collaborate to achieve a common goal. In addition, community sports events often involve families and friends, which helps strengthen the bonds between different members of the community.
Besides social connections, what other benefits do sports offer to communities?
Sports also have significant health benefits. By participating in sports, people stay active and improve their physical fitness. This is especially important in today's world, where many people lead sedentary lifestyles. Regular physical activity can help reduce the risk of chronic diseases, such as heart disease and diabetes. Additionally, sports provide a constructive outlet for people to relieve stress and improve their mental health. Physical activity has been shown to reduce anxiety and depression, which is a major benefit for communities as a whole.
What role do sports programs play in supporting youth development?
Sports programs for young people are incredibly valuable. They provide kids with a safe environment to develop important life skills such as discipline, leadership, and resilience. Youth sports programs also teach kids about fair play and respect for others. For many young people, sports provide a sense of purpose and achievement, especially when they accomplish personal or team goals. Additionally, participating in sports keeps young people engaged in positive activities, which can help prevent them from getting involved in negative behaviors.
Do you think communities should invest more in sports programs?
Absolutely. Investing in community sports programs is an investment in the overall well-being of the community. Sports can have a lasting impact by fostering healthier, happier, and more connected communities. Governments and organizations should continue to support sports initiatives, especially those that make sports accessible to all, regardless of background or income.
Interview 3.
Welcome to City Focus. Today, we have Ms. Laura, an urban planner, joining us to discuss the challenges of urban transportation systems. Thank you for being here, Laura.
Thank you for inviting me. Urban transportation is a critical issue for many cities around the world.
What are some of the main challenges facing urban transportation systems today?
One of the biggest challenges is traffic congestion. As cities grow, more people rely on cars for transportation, which leads to overcrowded roads and long commutes. This is not only frustrating for drivers but also contributes to air pollution and increased carbon emissions. Another challenge is the lack of reliable public transportation. In many cities, public transport systems are outdated or underfunded, which makes it difficult for people to rely on them for their daily commutes. This forces more people to use cars, further adding to the problem of congestion.
What solutions are cities implementing to address these challenges?
Many cities are working to improve their public transportation systems. For example, they are investing in modernizing buses, trains, and subways to make them more efficient and accessible. Some cities are also promoting alternative modes of transportation, such as cycling and walking, by building bike lanes and pedestrian-friendly streets. In addition, car-sharing programs and electric vehicle incentives are becoming more popular as cities look for ways to reduce the number of private cars on the road.
How do you think technology will shape the future of urban transportation?
Technology is already playing a big role in transforming urban transportation. For example, ride-sharing apps have made it easier for people to get around without owning a car. Autonomous vehicles are another emerging technology that could change the way we think about transportation. In the future, we might see more self-driving cars and even smart transportation systems that use data to optimize traffic flow and reduce congestion. However, it's important to remember that technology alone won't solve all the problems. Cities need to continue investing in public infrastructure and promoting sustainable transportation options.
What advice would you give to city planners who are facing these transportation challenges?
My advice is to focus on creating a balanced transportation system. It's important to provide a range of options, from efficient public transport to safe cycling routes, so that people have alternatives to driving. Urban planners should also prioritize sustainability by promoting eco-friendly transportation methods and reducing the city's carbon footprint. Finally, involving the community in the planning process is key. When people feel that they have a say in how their city is designed, they're more likely to support and use the transportation systems that are put in place.